Total Action for Progress, TAP. BSCI Capital Incorporated is a land bank entity within the city of Covington. Would you like to come up and maybe just give us a little history on land banks to start with, and then we'll open the public hearing for questions.
Okay, sure. Good evening, everyone. Land banks. Land banks were passed by the General Assembly in 2016. Currently in the state of Virginia, there are two, one in Richmond and one in Danville. This would be the third if the ordinance passed. Land banks gives a locality the ability to transfer property that has been seized for taxes or vacant, blighted property to a land bank. Land bank's purpose is to return those properties back to the city tax rolls, because if they're sitting there vacant or they've been taken for taxes, they're just sitting there. They go to auction, you may get something sold, maybe, maybe not. But what we would do as the land bank, we would take those properties that the city designates to the land bank and build market rate housing with them. If they need to be rehabbed, someone, and everything that we do, there will be an end user. We're not going to take a property, have it just sitting there and just mowing the grass on it. Our goal is to have someone who's looking to purchase a home, and if it's dirt, if there's nothing on it, if it's just a vacant lot, then we'll build a house to the neighborhood specification. If you're in a neighborhood where everything's two-story, we're not going to put up a ranch house, 800 square feet. We won't do that. So everything that we build will be specific to the neighborhood. There will be market rate housing. Nothing will be low-income housing. That's not what we're going to build. Again, everything will be market rate to return those to the city's tax rolls. It could also be commercial or residential properties that can be transferred to a land bank. A locality can form their own land bank. They don't need to be transferred to, have to be a nonprofit. However, it's easier to transfer, to have an established nonprofit. What we intend to do, TAP BCS is the CDFI arm of TAP, which is the lending arm. So there are federal resources that can help in our process of rehabbing homes, getting folks who want to purchase homes, getting them pre-qualified. There's some down payment assistance money that we can provide as the land bank. And so our whole goal is to take properties that have just been sitting, no tax revenue coming, get those to the point where they can be sold. Someone wants these homes, and again, we will rehab them if they can be rehabbed. If they can't, in conjunction with the locality, then you can talk about raising those properties. And once it's plain dirt, which is easier to build on it, if you have a property that's been sitting and it's basically to the point where it's about to be condemned, there's no need putting $100,000 in it when you're going to sell it for $80,000. So on something like that, we would look to raise those properties and rebuild on them with an end user in mind. So the whole point of this also is to keep folks in Covington in a home that they want, so they don't have to go outside of that. Keep young people here. They can basically get a brand new house or something that they want to rehab. That's the whole point of the land bank. So again, if this happens, this will be the third land bank in the state. And that was in a nutshell. That was Cliff Notes version. So anybody have any questions? I don't know if I'm supposed to ask a question or not.
I guess it would be good if they had a question to ask of you while you're here. Let anybody want to speak for or against it.
Okay.
Like after that. So, is there anybody who would like to ask a question? You understand what he's thought? Looks like you're good.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
So that brings us to the part of the public hearing where anyone that wishes to can speak for this ordinance. Anyone want to speak against it? We'll close the public hearing. This is regarding designation of Total Action for Progress BSCI Capital Incorporated, the land bank entity within the city of Covington.
Move for approval. Second.
Any discussion? So this is only done in 3 locations in the state now?
We'd be the third.
We'd be the 3rd location? How's it working in the other 2?
They're all new. The land banks have been around for 30 years. Again, Virginia just passed the ordinance in 2016, and honestly, I don't think a lot of people know about it.
Right.
It's something I've been keeping my eye on for the last 5 years, and then in 2016, once they General Assembly passed the ordinance, you know, I said, well, we can do something with this. So I honestly, I just don't think a lot of people know about it.
Okay. Any other questions or comments before we vote? Ms. Wood, could we have a roll call, please?
Ms. Byrne?
4.
Mr. Hunter?
4.
Mr. Tucker?
4.
Vice Mayor Crozier?
4.
Mayor Sabo?
4.